Hello friends, this is Tim Amstutz here, and I'm happy to be able to share with you today about the Alongsiders' core value of mastery. Now, there's actually two aspects to mastery that I want to talk with you about. The first aspect of mastery is that mastery is actually about our internal mindset or attitude. The second aspect, or I guess you could say ingredient of mastery, is that it's really expressed as a set of external skills or abilities. The problem is that oftentimes we focus on the skills and abilities related to mastery before we talk about and think about mindset. But actually, mindset always comes before skills. Before we and the children that we serve can really master a set of skills, we must have a mindset to believe that we can do it, that we really can succeed. So each of us, and especially the vulnerable children that we serve, face many challenges and setbacks, and they're often discouraged or lack confidence in themselves to really learn and grow in mastery. They do not have a mindset of mastery. And it may be because of the family situation or the difficult circumstances they've been through, but many children, the only message that they hear in their lives many times is, no, you can't do it. You're not good enough. So those children need an alongsider, isn't that right? Those are the children that really need somebody to come alongside them, to encourage them and say, yes, you can do it. You can succeed. But to build this positive mindset of mastery, we really need our other core values as well. Children, like all of us, they need a sense of belonging in a safe community, a place where they can express themselves, a safe space to make mistakes and grow and learn from those mistakes, and grow in confidence to overcome the obstacles that they face and believe that they can actually achieve mastery. Now, they also gain confidence by having ownership, a sense of responsibility for themselves, and a sense of purpose in their lives. So you can see how our other core values of belonging, ownership, and purpose, they all contribute to developing this mindset of mastery. So I want to show you a small video that expresses what mastery looks like. My daughter recently sent me a video of her one-year-old daughter, my granddaughter, experiencing mastery. She has just recently learned how to walk.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing so good.
You can see that my granddaughter is very proud of herself, right? And you can also hear her mother encouraging her and saying, good job, Charlie, you can do it, you can do it. So each of us, in some sense, is learning to walk like a young child whenever we are learning a new lesson or a new principle in our lives and when we apply it to our lives. Now, for our little brothers and sisters, their alongsiders provide that same kind of safe space and encouragement, an encouraging environment to grow in mastery. And this brings me then to the second aspect of mastery, that it is a set of skills that we acquire. It's the ability to grow in knowledge and skills so that we can successfully navigate our lives, so that we can complete tasks, solve problems, and achieve our goals. But from the time that we are born, each of us grows through various stages of mastery as we develop physically and mentally and emotionally, just like my granddaughter who is learning to walk. Now, it's important for us to recognize that we all move through different stages of mastery at our own pace. In Alongsiders, we actually desire for everyone in our movements to grow in mastery, not just our little brothers and sisters, but to grow according to the gifts and abilities that God has given them, starting from the little brothers and sisters to the alongsiders that come alongside them, to the group leaders, Alongsiders group leaders, to our area reps, to our movement coordinators, our regional coordinators, to our movement elders, and to everyone who supports our movements through the support center. All of us need to grow in a sense of mastery at each level within our movements. Now, I also want to point out that there's actually 3 stages within mastery that we want everybody to move through. These 3 stages are, first of all, knowing, then doing, and then teaching. So the first step in gaining mastery is learning and knowing. This is why we invest resources in Alongsiders in our comic books curriculum for our little brothers and sisters and for the Alongsiders who come alongside them. And we also invest in our mobilizer training modules and the instructional videos that are for you as movement coordinators and area reps, so that you have the necessary tools you need to learn, to know what to do, and to be able to launch your movements. But it's not enough just to know what to do, right? What value is there actually in knowing if we don't actually apply that knowledge and do it? So that brings us to the second step of mastery, which is doing the work, putting our knowledge into action. Our deepest prayer and desire is this: that our Alongsiders will come alongside their little brothers and sisters and apply the lessons that they learn together in their own lives and put them into action so that their lives and relationships are truly changed and transformed. Now, each of you as area reps and coordinators, movement coordinators, are also doing. You are putting your knowledge of Alongsiders' values and approach into action as you grow your movements with the support of your regional coordinators and the team at the support center. So you are already doing, you are using that second step of mastery in your work. And then finally, there's the third stage of mastery that we cannot ignore, and that is the stage of teaching. We don't want to keep what we have learned and what we are doing just to ourselves, right? We want to engage in teaching the next generation. And I believe firmly that this third stage of mastery is really the most powerful force within Alongsiders, because it's really the engine for transformation and multiplication in our movements. So as we plant the seeds of knowledge and action in others, we transform those around us, and we even transform our communities and our nations as a result of our teaching. Now, there's one final point that I want to make that's very important to remember about these 3 stages of mastery. It's really tempting for us to move straight from the knowing stage straight to the teaching stage and skipping the doing stage. But let's remember that the best teachers are not only those who know, but those who know and also do. They have learned important real-life lessons from doing, and that should be our role as well. Let's focus on both knowing and doing so that we can be good in teaching. So the sequence is important. First knowing, then applying our knowledge in doing, and then finally teaching based on what we have learned through doing. So let's also remember, as we started out, that mastery is both a mindset and a skill set. And mastery is knowing, doing, and teaching. All right? May God strengthen you and guide each of you as you continue to lead your movements and help transform the world as you help others grow in mastery. Take care, and God bless you.